I'm sure you can probably tell by the title. This is going to be a face reveal, and I just want everyone to know ahead of time. I'm obviously not going to be the, you know, most handsome or good looking person, so I just want you guys to try to be kind and respectful if you can, because obviously this is not something everyone does. It's like some people, even some of the big leagues, creators who have like millions of followers, some of them even, just don't even show their faces yet. And obviously, I'm not one of those big league creators who have millions of subscribers. I have, as of right now, this stream, 79 subscribers. We're close to hitting 100. I said if I did something a while ago in one of my past streams that if I hit a certain amount of if I hit 100 subscribers, but before, like, it was in August, it was one of the dates like August 13th or something, that I would show my face. And if I didn't hit that many subscribers um, before August 13th, then I would have to go to 125 to do a face reveal. And so I'm just this obviously is kind of new for me, and I just want everyone to be respectful. There's probably not going to be anybody in here this whole stream, and I'll get into as to why I quit streaming and why I quit uploading and posting. I'll get to all that, and then I'll talk about like my edits and stuff and how it is to be a content creator or like a small content creator. Anyways, I'm going to here in I'm gonna try and get a couple people in before I actually sit in front of the camera and talk, because that's how I'm gonna do in this stream. I'm not gonna be behind the camera. I'm gonna be in front of it, and I just want everyone to people join in. I will hopefully they're respectful, because there are some people out there that are pretty rude, and even to innocent people who haven't done anything to them, they'll just find something to do. Yeah, I just got a shower, so my hair's a bit wet. But again, hang on, let me grab something, that way you guys can. So I'm not just sitting there yapping the whole time. I can sit there and talk about something or whatever. And on all my other streams, I'm probably going to. Well, crap. I'm probably going to end up, showing my face a lot more after this stream, especially if some people join. And I'm going to hopefully, not have any negativity. But yeah, just gonna wait for some people to join in. Just I'm not very popular, as I said. I've got 79, but out of all those 79 people, this one dude he kept going through all my streams. And one of my other friends as well, his name's Wyatt Quinlan. Be sure to go and subscribe to him as well. He was there too, but the main person that was here more, like pretty much almost every stream, was his name's Optic Peace. He may join in this stream. I don't know though. He even shouted me out on his channel, so I gotta give him props. And he's just one of the main guys that was there with me through all the streams, or almost all of them at least. My desk is a bit messy though, so I've got you guys set up a little weird. Oh man, I wish people would join in, because it's kind of annoying, I got Michael Myers kind of, knocked over because this stupid display base I'll show you in a minute. This dumb display base. Hold on, let me get it. Let me grab it. This thing has one peg that's bigger than another, so it's kind of annoying. Trying to stand him up, as you can imagine. There's Optic Peace. What's up, bro? If you have anybody that you want to invite into the stream, go ahead, because I'm about to show my face. If a couple more people join, I'm gonna sit in front of this camera and I'm gonna just talk and explain why I stopped, streaming and posting and stuff. So if you have anybody that you want to invite, go ahead and invite them, and just tell them to join if you want. But yeah, I'm kind of nervous. I hope no one takes it negatively or no one gives any negativity. You've already seen my face optic, so that's I'm not worried about that. But again, no disrespect, please, or I'm just gonna end the stream because it's kind of annoying. Um, you'll try. All right. But yeah, as I said, I just got in the shower, so my hair is gonna be a bit wet, but it's fine. And I'll talk about some, figures in my collection and some of my recent posts and videos and stuff. And so hopefully, some people who join stick around so they can actually see. Which it sucks though because there is a delay of whenever it tells people. You said you invited someone who doesn't say anything mean, and you're doing your homework right now. Well, I didn't mean to distract you from your homework, so if you want to go do that, that's fine. But I also have another announcement streaming wise because obviously I couldn't keep up with doing daily streams for whatever reason. One of the easiest things, doing daily long form videos is the hardest thing to do. I'm sure because you got to edit it and it's just annoying. Now shorts, those are probably easier. But doing those every day is still a hassle for me because I make edits, and live streams are the easiest because you don't even have to put any work into it. Really, it's just you press a button and you go live and talk, and then you can just end it whenever. You don't have to edit or nothing. And somehow I failed at that, so it's fine. But anyways, I'll just do if one more person joins. Honestly, if one more person joins and stays, I'll sit in front of the camera. It's been 7 minutes and 8 seconds since I started the stream. I'm just praying that someone joins because I'm kind of getting tired of standing here. I want to sit, but I want people to actually see it instead of me just do this for nothing. Because this is kind of I almost didn't do this because I've been hiding my face a while now, and so But if someone joins, just if anyone joins, honestly, I'll sit in front of the camera. But yeah, and then I'll talk about my figures and Funko Pops and why I quit. And yeah, you invited another. Thank you, man. Like I said, if they join in, then I'll do it. But this is probably going to be one of my longer live streams. I'm probably going to go for about an hour and a half because obviously I have a lot to say and a lot to talk about. It's been a while, so it's only been about not even a month, but still, I would like to talk, and I also want this to be kind of a Q&A situation where you guys ask me questions and I answer them, and I ask you guys questions and you answer them because I need to know what content you guys want to see because obviously edits are taking me too long, and I don't know if anyone out there enjoys my actual content. So, just hopefully someone will, tell me what they want to see, and hopefully it gets popular to where more people, and I can do challenges on the stream, or I can do just things on the stream that I can talk about or do. But I got no ideas, you guys. I don't know what you guys like. Um, just one more person is all we need. Come on, come on. Thoughts on the Charlie Kirk situation? Oh God. So I saw a TikTok yesterday whenever it happened. It was 30 minutes after it happened. Someone had posted a full frontal view of it, and just his entire face when he got shot. That's a bit, that's quite insane. I get politics, that's, some people are crazy over politics. I get that, but there is no need to be shooting people or killing anybody at all over some their own beliefs and opinions. That's just stupid. It's yes, I get that some people are crazy and they go hard about all that, all that stuff, but I just and it sucks because he has a wife and 2 kids. That's it's so crazy. Um it's just, it's wild. Like, I feel bad for him, but it's just an opinion. Yeah. Um, it's not that deep, really. Yes, it's politics. Like, oh my God, it's the fate of, what? Like, sure, our groceries may be a couple dollars more, but that is no reason for you to kill someone over some politics, man. And I get, like I said, some people go crazy for that stuff. But let's see. I heard that his wife was next to him when it happened. Oh, that's even worse. Um, I did not know that. I watched the video and I didn't see any woman near him, but I'm sure I probably just missed it. But they probably should have. I feel like they should have a good idea because obviously there's no really tracking. Like who goes. Obviously there's tracking like who goes in, but I mean, how did a guy get in with a gun? And even if he wasn't in, like if he was outside of the campus doing that, that's crazy. It's crazy work. But I feel like they should have had some sort of like ballistic glass or something around him, and then have just something because I would have taken the extra precautions. Obviously, no one could have predicted it. No one could have predicted it. But the same thing, like it's just crazy that they didn't think of anything except for a few bodyguards. I obviously, if I was, and this is gonna sound terrible, but obviously, if I was someone who wanted to hurt Charlie, like if he offended me or whatever, obviously I would go for a gun rather than trying to charge at him when he's got like 12 security guards beside him. That's not gonna, I feel like they should have, obviously, like I said, no one could have predicted it. He was on the roof. XQC saw it on his live. Oh, again, I feel like they should have just had some like ballistic glass shield around him or something. Because, like I said, I would go for a gun if I was going to try to attack Charlie because obviously, when he's got 12 security guards beside him, I'm not going to be able to rush up and tackle him or whatever. The way that I would go for it is obviously like the dude went for a gun. And I would have probably, obviously, like I said, no one predicted it, but I would have tried to think of different ways to protect him because obviously he's up there speaking about his own opinion and own beliefs, and there's obviously always going to be someone disagreeing with you, and there's crazy people out there. So that was it's just I don't know why they couldn't have done more to protect him other than like bodyguards and stuff. So. Oh man, we're past 10 minutes. We're at 13 minutes exactly right now. No one's joined yet. Oh man, this is exactly why I quit. Just like I said, I'll get into it in a minute. Oh man, that whole situation's a bit crazy, and I get sending prayers because obviously, like he was a firm believer of Christ, and he was like doing God's work out here. Just like obviously he wasn't a perfect man. No one is, but like he was close to perfect, and he was really, really, really a great man who who spread the word of God around, and just tried to get people to believe in Christ, and obviously, some politics as well. But like, it's just people were like, pray for him, and hopefully he makes a good recovery. He got shot in the jugular. I get the praying and stuff. Like I said, heaven and hell, but he got shot in the neck. I love having faith, but as soon as I realized, or as soon as I saw he got shot in his neck, I knew he wasn't gonna get recovered. Like, how are you gonna like it would take a literal miracle, and probably not even that. Like even then, but yeah, I know he died, but I was saying like before he was officially confirmed dead, people were like oh, pray for him and hopefully he makes a good recovery, and I was just thinking like he got shot in the neck, he got shot in the jugular, it's not a very good place to get recovered from, and I know most of those people that were like send some prayers for him and his family. Yeah, it was for his family as well. they're going through a rough time. I already know. Like it's crazy. Anything can happen in like a snap, like a split second, and he's dead. You know, it's just crazy. It's wild. But oh man, yeah. Anyways, I'm low key really kind of annoyed that no one's really joining out of everything. You know, I said face reveal, and all the people that were in my other lives, you know, I thought they were kind of, you know, like wanting to join live streams like you, Optic, you know, like consistently joining the live streams, but I guess not, you know, like I only saw like Muhammad 2 or 3 times, you know, just kind of annoys me a little that no one really joins it anymore. Like on my second stream ever, that was my most popular, the second daily live stream ever. I got like 100 something people in at one time. Like during that thing, and yes, we were in the woods, but still, I'm literally showing my face after like nearly 30 live streams. I feel like that would be bigger than being in the woods and just traveling around, you know. But you know, anyways, I'm really so annoyed right now. Oh man, this has been a really boring week. I've just been, you know, at home waiting. I just applied for another job, and they are taking forever to tell me. So, you know, but it's fine because, you know, as long as they say yes, I'll wait forever. As long as I can get paid pretty good, you know. Man, I'm bored. Um, let's see, we're coming up on the 20-minute mark, and I still have yet to show my face. All right, I think I'm just probably gonna do it. No one's joining. I doubt anyone's gonna join, other than you. So why don't you get back into the woods? Nah, man, it's snakes back there. Plus, that was at my friend's house, so I can't. You know, I'd have to go like this, and he lives like 40 minutes away. So, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and what is that emoji? I can't see if that's an emoji or not. Hang on, wait, let me see. What does that say? Is that like a crying or laughing emoji? I can't tell. All right, I sat down. I'm going to probably do it here in a second. Just all right. Ready? Count me down, Optic. Okay, count me down. It's probably a delay. Just it's crying emoji. Oh, okay. All right. Ready? Count me down. 3, 2, 1. Do it. You got it, Optic. See, it's the number 3. Oh, 5. Okay. Yeah. We can go from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2. Come on. 1. All right. I'm gonna put the chair back, and I'm just gonna sit down in it. Actually, hang on. I'm gonna reverse the camera. So, all right. I'm gonna sit down, and you'll be able to see my face. Like I said, I'm not the most good-looking person, so don't, you know, be negative or anything. All right, you ready? Okay. 3, 2, 1. Imagine I just ended the stream and you just never got to see my face. That'd be crazy. I'm not gonna stop smiling, by the way, because I'm so corny when it comes to that stuff. I know I'm like, you know, stalling, but um, I just I'm so corny when it comes to stuff like that. So I'm gonna be like nonstop smiling the entire time, and my smile is terrible. So what are you? Do not send that emoji again, bro. That is crazy. All right, you ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, you ready? Set. Hang on, let me just. All right, ready. Okay, at 20 seconds, ready. 3, 2, 1. All right. So this is yes, like I said, I'm not the best looking person. So this is so weird seeing my face. All right, there you go. Now you can actually see more of the shelf right here. Stop stalling. Yeah, I know. I was stalling. Um, bro, that's so weird. All right, bro, you're weird. You're really weird. Um, yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get straight into talking because I've wasted enough time. Um, I just kind of it feels weird because I feel like I'm apologizing to the camera. Because it's like, oh please, I stopped making content. Please take me back. Completely fine if you don't want to watch my streams anymore. That's fine. I get it. I wouldn't stop watching someone because they stopped posting because maybe they were taking a mental break or some sort of like break like I was. I wasn't taking a mental break. I was just burnt out on constantly doing live streams because the whole reason I stopped is that weekend I went on my brother's birthday trip. Like we were all going on his birthday trip and we went on vacation. Yap yap. Okay, enough. Um, the whole reason I stopped was because I had gone on the. Oh, I'm lagging. Not anymore. Okay. Um, but the whole reason I had stopped live streaming is because I was gonna do it while I was out, on the trip, and then I ended up not doing it because I was just, I had I had violently threw up that night. Yeah, I threw up pretty bad, and I was just so like it was like probably one of my worst times like throwing up. Like how you have some times where you throw up and it makes you so tired the next day. That was me the next day, and so I was gonna do it the next day after the first day of the trip. I was gonna do it next day, but then I threw up that night, and I didn't do it the next day. So I was like, I'd done missed 2 days already, like of live streams that I could have done. I just didn't feel like it, and I was on vacation. And, so I got back from the trip and I was going to do one as soon as I got back. I just didn't feel like it again. I could have done it. I didn't end up doing it because I was just tired of, I was like, maybe I can post something and be like, I'm taking a break, and, that's what I did, but I didn't post about it. I just completely left y'all in the dark, and I apologize for that. I didn't say anything about if I was going to come back or if I was. I kind of a week after I stopped, I just felt mm, no excuses. All right. I kind of felt really just I just didn't want to do it anymore. I was like I had already lost the drive to do it, like the motive to do it, and I just got tired of doing it, and I didn't want to do it anymore. So I ended up like I got a couple like Funko Pops and figures while I was not streaming, and I just I kind of just stopped. The whole reason I did was just I didn't feel like it. And I know that sounds stupid. It's like, oh, you didn't feel like it, but you said you were gonna do it for like 365 days. That's what I said whenever I started, because I thought it was gonna be easy, and it really was. I just got tired of it. It's something that felt like a chore every day towards the last couple of streams. You seen the Funko videos, yeah. I'll get to that in a second. But the whole reason I thought it was going to be easy and it turned out not to be was because it just felt like a chore. It felt like if I hadn't done it that day at all and it was already like 8 o'clock at night, I was like, well, I better get doing it right now because and also it's a whole thing with my phone battery. It's right. As I started the stream 25 minutes ago, um, I had 87%. I'm now down to 56%. Just from 25 minutes of streaming. I'm gonna have to go get a charger here in a minute because, like I said, this is gonna probably be one of my longer streams. Um, but I just really got tired and sick and tired of it. I just didn't feel like doing it, and it just became a chore. It became something that I had to do every day because I promised you guys I would. And I apologize that I stopped. It's fine. At that point, it was just a one-on-one convo. Exactly. And that's also another reason why I stopped because I just wasn't getting the amount of people in there that I had originally been getting. Like I said, my second stream ever. That was my most popular one. I had like 120 people in there at one time. 120 at one time. That's crazy. I was like, that was my second daily live stream. It was like my fourth stream ever, but I was like, oh my gosh, maybe this really is my thing. Maybe I just need to keep doing this and I'll just rack up, views and I'll be able to talk to people, and I also, obviously now I still do, but not as much as I used to. I thought it was so cool just me posting my own stuff that I create, like the edits or whatever. I thought it was so cool that something I made was getting like out there where everyone could see it and getting likes and views and comments and, just people who, even the shares. Like, can you imagine? Like, I'm sure you. He made, it was just, I just kind of got tired of it. Um, so, I know it's just excuses, and it's my fault that I stopped doing it. But like I said, I got burnt out. I didn't feel like doing it. It became a chore, and I just, didn't really like it. So that's kind of like why I left. I'm gonna get into right now. I'm about to get into the like Funko Pops that I just put. I just put a video out to add that person on Discord. That person is me. To add. Obviously, we're gonna have to discuss like more of the conversation. Hang on, let me get them real quick. I'll get all of them and set them down on my desk. That way, you guys can see like which ones you are interested in getting, or like which ones you're interested in buying, and just hang on, let me get these real quick. All right. So there's those. Oh crap, that one almost fell. All right. First up, I'm gonna go ahead and do this one. Blue Beetle. This one is a glow in the dark GameStop exclusive. This one I truly do like. It's got a little bit of damaging. That's the only part that's really damaged on the box. Great pop. It has not been opened. That's a big thing for trying to sell Funko Pops. If you've opened it, that's going to lower the value down. And that one, I'd say probably, if I'm going to try and give all these an estimate price, like what I would sell for them. This one, I'd probably say about $15 because I got it for 20 and a little bit of the damaging. Again, it hasn't been opened. I cannot speak. If it did not have any damaging, I would still probably place it around $18. But if it was opened and damaged, I'd probably do like $9 because that takes down quite a bit of the price, because you never know. Something could be on that actual, like the figurine in there. You take it out of the box to display it out of its box because let's say you just don't like it or whatever, and you buy it from someone who has opened it. It could have anything on it. It could have like drugs, like any substance or whatever that they put on it intending to harm you, or just something that ruins the entire pop. That just ruins the value. Next up is a Walgreens exclusive, the Wolfman. I literally didn't notice this until like 2 days ago. He's got a bear trap on him. The whole reason I didn't notice it is because this one's I got it for a present on Christmas from one of my relatives, and it just, I just never really. It's a cool pop, don't get me wrong, but I would rather have no. That is probably the worst thing you could have ever said. And I'm actually going to delete that comment. Can I delete it? Yeah, I'm just going to remove that because that is so stupid. I hate Steal a Brain Rot because my brothers play it. They get on Roblox and they get on, Fortnite, whatever. They play Steal a Brain Rot on every game that they can, and it is so stupid. All they talk about is this. I'm not even going to say the names because it's just stupid. But anyways, back to the Funko Pops. The whole thing about this pop is there's really no damage except for this. This is actually how I got it. They bought it in a store. I don't know if you can't really see it. It's a little bent right here. You can see like the damaging right there. And that one I'd probably sell. It hasn't been opened. That one I'd probably sell for a good $12. It's not as popular as Blue Beetle, I don't think. I could be wrong. But uh, yeah, I just it really no damaging. It's just a little bent. And even then, Optic, you got to stop, dude. You really got to stop. Even then, it's just kind of it's just kind of not as popular as the Blue Beetle. Next up, we've got an unopened The Edge. I've never heard of this dude. I'm sorry if that offends anybody. Um, it's a cool one. Just it's not been opened. It just doesn't have any stickers, and I just never really. I think I've also got this as a present for my birthday. Just as from a relative that didn't really, know what I was into, and I guess they liked it, and so they picked it out. I'd probably price this one around $10. Not too crazy. No damage on the box whatsoever. Like absolutely nothing. Um, and just I'm not really into music. Like I like Nirvana and I like a couple other music artists, but I don't really listen to music. Um, Anyways, next up, this one I'm hoping to be the first one that I get rid of. Naruto. I don't like this character at all. I don't know why I picked it up. I was at Five Below one time in like a state away, and I picked this one up just because I just thought I had to get a Funko Pop there. It was I forgot where I went, like what state it was in, and yeah. I probably this one's unopened, no damage on the box, nothing. I probably place this at around probably $12. Excuse me. Um, Again, it's probably more popular than the Edge because this one I looked this one up and this character or this pop was made in let's see, it says 2022. It was made in 2022. So, Naruto has been. Hang on, wait. Let's see. Oh, that guy. Yeah, I watch him actually. Sorry. He sent me a text of someone. Yeah, I'm subscribed and I follow that guy on TikTok. He's not a bad guy. I mean, he's pretty fun to watch. Just he's pretty cool. I don't know how I look like him. He's got brown hair and his is also straight. Um. Uh. Next up, we got Bride of Frankenstein. Um. Walgreens exclusive. This one has not been opened. You can definitely see that. Yeah, you see the reflection of the bent, like it's bent right here. It's just not very. Again, it's in the same category as. It's actually two numbers away. It's the monsters category, just like the Wolfman. And just don't really like that one as well. I'm not much into monsters. I don't care about the character. I'd rather have regular Frankenstein. I'd probably place that one with the damaging, and even if it's not been opened, I'd probably place it at around $10 as well. Um, yeah. Next up, we've got again from the Naruto series. I don't care about this one either. I think I only picked this one up because of the thing. I'm not gonna pronounce the name because someone out there who likes anime is gonna complain and they're gonna be like, "Ah, you pronounced it wrong." I don't care. That's the name. Oh my goodness. Well, all right. So that's cool. Knocked it over. That's fine. It's all right. Minor setback. Okay, we're gonna set this back up. That's the name. I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't really care to. From the Naruto series, the same exact one as the Naruto Pop. It's like 1,400 numbers away. It's a 2024 Entertainment Expo limited edition Funko. That's what it looks like in the box, or that's the character. But I'd probably place it. It's quite heavy. It's because it's. I guess this one's like a really thick like one. Looks a bit like it looks a bit slow. The Naruto. This one or the other one. But I'd probably place it just because the sticker and because no damage. It hasn't been opened. I'd probably place it at around. I'm gonna say $16. Because that one, I will say it's girthy. Like it's like pretty heavy. The weird white one, yeah. Next up, this one. This was literally one of my very first Funko Pops. Like I think my third Funko Pop ever. Namor from Black Panther. Um, I think I started collecting Funko Pops back in 2021, and I don't know what year this movie was released, but I know it took a while for me to get more Funko Pops. I got the two ones, my first two, and then I just stopped grabbing them for a while because I wasn't interested. And then I was like, oh yeah, I saw some videos. Funko Pops were pretty popular back then, and then I got him. He is opened, and no sticker, no nothing, but he is a pretty good character. And really no damaging, but obviously this one's quite open. It's open, so this is so signs. What does that mean? Sigma. All right, bro. Let's just stop with it, please. Like, I'm not trying to be, like, crap. I'm not trying to be like rude or anything, but just can you just, I know that might be your personality, and that's fine. I love jokes, but the thing is that whenever I try to like explain stuff, and you're fine, but like whenever I try to explain stuff, and I'm trying to actually like have a conversation with people, and they say like brain rot or anything like that, it's just kind of annoying because it's I don't know, but next up, the Namor I'd probably place since it's opened. I'd probably place it at around probably $8. No stickers, not very popular. It's fine, dude. It's completely fine. Just and it's opened, so I'm probably just gonna place it around $8. Next up is Ted DeBias. I hope that's how much for Muhammad? Oh, the Muhammad Ali Funko Pop. Yeah, I got him right up here actually. This dude right here. I have in fact taken him out of the plastic wrap. I opened this up, the thing right here, and took him out, but I didn't take the actual figure out of the glass or the plastic case. I haven't taken him out of that, but I just took the wrapping off because it's a bit annoying to see. Like you can't even see the figure because of the reflection, and still it's quite reflected, but it's fine. I wouldn't personally sell Muhammad unless it's like a really good price, and he's not hard to find. Like it took me a while to find him because I was actually looking for him. But if you looked online, I don't know how much he would go for. Probably like $20 to $30. But I am not gonna go sell mine and go order another one, especially because this is my only Sports Illustrated pop, and it's my only longer one like this. Yeah, my phone's at 49 right now, so it's not bad. But I would not sell him unless someone offered me like, and this is gonna sound crazy, but this again, I would have to go buy a new one if someone wanted this exact one. I'd probably say like 150. Like you could probably order them for $20 to $30 on Amazon or something, or just on eBay. But I don't want to get rid of mine unless they're like begging me for it and they put a good price on it. But and then the last one for sale. Oh no, I never even got to this one. You're not Mr. Beast. Yeah, I know. But again, if you want it, you're gonna pay pretty good for it. Unless you want to go, like, if you want this exact one, you're paying. But like, if you're going on Amazon, like, you can find this exact one on Amazon for like $20 to $30, I would assume. And I don't get why you'd pay extra for mine. But if you're going to try and do that, then you're gonna pay quite a bit. Because, like I said, I don't want to sell this one and then go order another one. Anyways, Ted DeBias or $1 Million Man. I hope that's how you say his name, Ted DeBias. I don't know. Again, I don't know. This is a GameStop exclusive, a Diamond Collection edition, and a fit. I can't see with the glare. An official licensed product of Funko. That's the official licensed one. The diamond, this is my only diamond one, and then I have quite a few GameStop ones, and this is my only official licensed one. The Funko Pop's not too bad. It's like a sparkly on him. WWE character. I don't know who this is in real life. I'd place him. This dude cost me like $20. I'm gonna put him at 25. He's not open. Honestly, I don't know if he's popular or not. How much for a signed Funko Pop? Well, it depends on who signed it, and I don't have any signed ones, which kind of it's fine. But I don't know how much. Like, if you just tell me someone, and I can I can place a guess, but I don't know. So, and then the last one, Mobius, the TVA temporal core suit. Um, you sign one and you buy? No, that that would ruin a Funko Pop. I mean, yeah, I would love to sign it and you buy it. I'd probably place it around $30. Yeah, bet I'll take one of my Funko Pops. Actually, I'd probably say 35. I'd take one of these Funko Pops, sign it on the top, and then boom, you can have it. But again, um, I'm not a celebrity. I'm not popular. I don't even have my own Funko Pop, so I just have to sign a random character. You can't afford it. Exactly. Yeah, it's 35. I'd say $35 because depending on the Funko Pop, like if it's something like this was my very first Funko Pop, by the way. If it's something like this, I'm probably gonna charge around $30 for the actual pop, and then like $5 for my signature. Like I said, I'm not popular, but again, people are selling like their own signature for like 20, like or like $100. It's my signature, bro. I can sign that all day. But at the same time, I'm not gonna just like and I'm not popular. I don't even know why I'm talking about this. I'm not popular. Um, but yeah. Anyways, the Loki one. This is unopened. I have really been tempted to open it, and I haven't done it yet. But if no one buys it within the next like month, I'm probably gonna open it and just keep it because it is. I mean, I do like Mobius. He's a great character in the show. I'm probably gonna put this one around $15. No sticker, no nothing, but it's fine. Um, anyways, I'm gonna put these dudes back up now, and I'll get to talking about like my edits and how I create stuff like that, and just like what is it like. If you have any questions about that as well, if any of you like, if someone else joins, if y'all have any questions about like what do I do like to edit, and what do I make, like just any questions about my editing, or like inspiration for edits, or like how I edit, or what anything about my editing, or my videos. But the whole thing for me, I'm just gonna start it, is like, why do I edit? I just like it. I have loved it since my very first edit, and I think I started editing back in like 2020, but I never posted any because I didn't have TikTok in 2020. Yeah, I know a lot of people didn't. I feel like some people who like were crazy on TikTok in 2020 during COVID were like, I don't know how anybody survived without TikTok in 2020. You just lived. You watched YouTube. But yeah. The whole thing is I enjoy it. Obviously, I'm not the best at it. My edits aren't very good, so I just do it because I enjoy it. Um, but yeah. So yeah. Hang on. I'll give me 1 second. I gotta go grab a charger. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. got a charger. Sorry, took me a while. Let me plug this in so I can actually be on here a little bit longer. I back to what I was saying about me wanting to edit. I just love it. It's just something I enjoy doing. I'm gonna have to set you guys. I don't know how because I gotta plug this in. All right, I'll probably just. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Oh dang it! I'm gonna try to set you guys up on my lamp. Oh my god, this is so annoying. Sorry guys. This is up close and personal. Sorry. All right. I'm just gonna have to hold it. The whole reason I like editing is just I like to create my own thing and do my own transitions. That's the whole thing for me. Of why. I just really. It's sorry. I'm just It's hard to explain. All right, dude. Again, stop with the zesty stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah. I'm going to walk around my room and show you guys just like what I've kind of changed since I've been gone. You've probably already seen it based off the videos, but I'm probably not gonna be doing edits as much. Probably not gonna be. Whoa, you said gun? He's got a gun. No, well, I'm kidding. I did not get any more airsoft guns. I've kind of just been trying to save my money so I can actually get different stuff. But the whole thing about collecting is that you gotta save your money because as soon as you get money, if you spend it instantly, you're not gonna have. Obviously, you're not gonna have any money, but you're not gonna be able to get what you want. Like, let's say you spend it on something that you kind of wanted. Like, you kind of wanted, you didn't have to have it, but you kind of wanted it because you had money. And then something you really want comes out, and you're like, well, should not have spent my money because now I don't have any for that. That's kind of what I've been doing because the new since I've already got one Hot Toys, I'm gonna try to go for a little bit more, but I'm also gonna stick to smaller like figures. I I saw the Wolverine Hot Toys that just came out. Looks pretty sick. I can't afford that. And I don't really feel like spending all my money on it, but yeah. So anyways, I reposed what's his name, and then also him and him, but just really. And I mean, I reposted him. I finally used the thing right there. Holy lag. Yeah, sorry. It's probably because I flipped my camera around. Excuse me. Yeah, just again. All right. So now I'm gonna talk about. I know I keep switching back and forth, but I keep remembering these things that I'm gonna try and talk about. I'm gonna talk about the future of my living, or like not living. Why did I say living? The future of my live streams. Because I really, truly have like it's hard to explain. I really had to push myself to do this because I didn't feel like doing it, and that's the whole reason I quit. And I just didn't feel like making another live stream. But I did it, and I'm probably gonna live every. I'm probably gonna go live like every at least once a week. I know that's I said a passion. What is that? Oh, like a passion. Yeah. Um. Yeah, I don't really have the passion for it anymore. But I'm gonna at least go live once every week. I promise you guys, because that won't have me as burnt out as I was when I was doing it every day. I'll have days to myself and being sick, but the whole thing for me is I don't know what to do whenever I get on lives, and I don't want to do these like 10-minute lives anymore. I want to do more lives, like or longer lives, but it's just I'm kind of tired of, doing these live streams and just sitting and talking, like I'm just, I'm tired of it. So, but I'll be, I'll post on my channel. Like if you go to channel and then you go over to the post section, I'll be posting every time, like ahead of time during that day, if I'm gonna go live that day. And if I don't go live, like if it's Saturday, like the last day of the week, and I haven't gone live yet, and I'm like, you guys, sorry, I'm not gonna be able to go live today. I've had a busy week or whatever. That's fine. I'll let you guys know ahead of time. But yeah. So anyways, I'm just, I gotta be better at this stuff because it's really, I just lost the passion for it, and I'm not good at it either. I'm not good at it. Like that's why it takes me so long to edit, because I'm not good at editing, and I'm just not very. I don't have the passion to, just like, all right, I gotta get this edit out. I gotta get this video out. I gotta do this live stream. I have to. That's what I used to do, and I don't have it anymore. So, it's different now because it's just, But anyways, I'm probably going to, if unless you have any questions, you can go ahead and ask me. But I'm probably gonna hop off this live if you don't have any questions. If you do, I'll stay as long as you need and I can answer them. But sorry, I'm trying to hold my phone up. Same. Sometimes you just don't post. Yeah, it's just I just don't ever do it. Low key, you know what, Optic? We should really collab sometime and do a duet. We should do a duet live stream. Obviously, you wouldn't have to show your face or nothing, but I would be. We should definitely do that sometime. Maybe I'd be down to do it tomorrow or this weekend. But I also want to. I know this is gonna sound a bit corny, but obviously now times are a bit different because I'll show you. I'll walk you through it because I already know how to do it. Optic, but anyways, I know times are different now because if you say something like about your feelings or whatever, you get made fun of. I don't really care about that. It's, people can make fun of me all the live long day as long as I have people that support me. I'm fine with that. But and I'm not gonna be like sitting here sobbing when I tell you this, but I just want to say that I'm obviously, since it's just you in here, Optic, but you're definitely one of my greatest. You're my top fans. But I just really want to thank everyone as well. That has, even if you're not here right now, and if you're rewatching the live stream because you missed it, because you had baseball practice or whatever, or you were at a ballet recital or whatever. I just want to say, if you've been in my live streams or if you've shown love to my channel and videos and live streams, I just want to say thank you, and I appreciate everyone that has. But yeah, so you knew what? What did you know? But I just want to say, thank you to all of you guys. I really appreciate it. I'm glad that I'm not just completely alone in this. Like I actually have people that support me. But yeah, you knew what? What did you know? Here, let me. Oh no, I can't zoom out. That sucks. Let's see. Oh, I can green screen. Okay, bet. Oh, that's pungent. That's really pungent. All right, let's see. What about the Rick? Oh my god, this is hilarious. Lighting on. Oh yeah, that's much better. My Dustin profile on Discord. Again, if you want to buy any of those Funko Pops, just add me on Discord. The video's still up. The video's still up, and you can still go and. Oh yeah, that's tough right there. You can still go and contact me, and we'll get everything sorted out on how you will buyers, on how you want to, yeah, on how you want to get it sorted out. Anyways, I'm probably going to end the live stream. Hope you have a great day, Optic, and I'll text you. If you do end up wanting to you know, duet one time, like, or if you just want that to be our like a thing that we can do like every week. Obviously not if you don't want to, but I feel like that would help both of us get views and actually have people that join in. But anyways, I'll see you later. Everyone, if you're watching or if you're replaying this, obviously, I hope everyone has a great day, and I'm glad that you weren't negative, Optic, about like me showing my face, and this was kind of a big step for me. But anyways, I will see you later. See you guys later. Goodbye.